You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
That's the best barricade ever.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus.
Wait, the door opens.
And the door to the basement is ajar.
The door opens inward?
Locked.
The door opens inward? What was the point of the freaking table? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There is no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. We're back again to play some games, and we're here to play Slay the Princess. And you know, this game has been out for a while, and I've had it tucked away for a very long time, before the full release. But I just never looked into it. I just saw it one day. I was like, oh, wishlist it. Didn't look into it, didn't follow up on it. Then it kind of blew up. And I just never looked at it. Today's the day to check it out. See what all the hype is about. Even though I think the hype is dying now. I'm late, but it's okay. Also, how scary is this? I'm not good with scary stuff, you know that. You said love story though. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, seems simple enough, but not really, because I'm not cool with murder. Oh, choices. A lot of choices. Whoa. The end of the world. What are you talking about? I'm talking to the narrator. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? That's what I'm saying. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la Viva la revolution. Can't someone else do this? Why me?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why?
I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with this?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You don't know that. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
What if I just turn around? Game over?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. I don't.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Okay, so...
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Who are you?
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
But like, why? Is she really that powerful?
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemned to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I know, but like, if everybody's gonna die, everybody's gonna die. Like, there's comfort in knowing I'm not the only one, so, you know, I could totally leave. I don't really care, you know?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking a different direction. Again, in fact. I'm just gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Uh-oh, the music's getting scary.
But as you focus on your surroundings,
So many
you start
cabins.
to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Mr. Narrator, are you evil?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility.
Responsibilities.
Because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
It's fine. If we all go down together, I don't really care.
Otherwise, you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
It's fine. Now, how the hell did I get to chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting deja vu. You think making your voice a little scarier is gonna scare me? But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead, and that the princess has yet to end the world, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's
Who are
more
you
fun
people?
if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than
What's a
object. I wonder
contrarian?
what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then
There's too many
yes,
voices in
I
my
suppose
head.
there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I don't really trust you, honestly.
A warning before you go any further.
What?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, same. Same. I would do the same thing too.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
What's a contrarian? On the contrary, is like that? Is that contrarian? On the contrary, contrary. On the contrary.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's Keep an open mind.
Let's go. Meet her. I'll meet her at least.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Why is that? Is it because I was messing around too much in the beginning?
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
Are you sure this is a love story?
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That's a pocket knife.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
I don't care about the world that much.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before
Isn't
you
there
even
like a
get
more
to her.
humane way? Like gas?
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting
Y'all
under
talk
his
so much.
skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
So, this is me. This is my voice talking. Voice of the hero, right?
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I mean, should I take the knife? Why would I care about a mirror? Let me look at the mirror.
Ooh,
Too
we
curious.
should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
So we're lying now?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
I'm looking
Why would
at
I
it.
lie about something so meaningless?
I'm looking at it.
What good would it even do?
I'm looking at it.
So we're all in agreement then. We're looking. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This
Stop
really isn't
lying.
funny.
It's right there.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Well-
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah. Am I a lizard?
But it was there a second ago.
Am I a lizard?
And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
You know what? There's like lizards in Skyrim, right? So like, sorry, I'm not really familiar with There's lizard-looking people in Skyrim, I think. So maybe it's not that weird. Should I take the blade though? Cause stabbing. But what's worse, stabbing somebody using your bare hands? But what if she gets the blade? You know what? I'm just here to look. I'm just here to look.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Should I save?
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place.
Sorry, continue. Continue. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. A
Miasma.
kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Don't say that.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Is my mouse a lizard claw hand? Huh, I guess I am a lizard man. Hero.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
The narrator, is that? Let's go down the center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on.
So on
You
and
aren't
so
quite
forth.
sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate
Golly.
on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
So don't take the center.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Hey, I made it.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I didn't bring a knife with me, by the way.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Let's start with your name.
Princess.
No, Princess Rose? Princess Louise?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Princess Alea?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
You got a big forehead.
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
By the way, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that as an insult. She has a big forehead. Oh, that one looks a little freaky.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I kind of want to fill up the screen now. If I let you out of here, what are you gonna do?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Whatever they said she did it.
You either trust me or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer.
Man, she already got one hand free.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Well, because I want to fill up the screen. I want to fill up the screen.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
This one has a little bit of an attitude.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Itch. What? I'm getting you out of here. That's not happening. There's more of you now.
there must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Huh. And here I was expecting her to split again. Is that it? What do we do now?
No, I need one more.
You slay her. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
Too late for that. I'm not going back up.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I want her to split one more time, though.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck
Yes.
down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
They all have a slightly different expression. This one's like, you know, this one's slightly more sadder. This one's, you know, she's bad news. This one's very sad. This one's like judging me.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
I'm getting you out of here. Try to free her. Retrieve the blade. Well, why is the whole thing lit up like that? I can't just choose one?
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands...
I didn't really have a choice right
You
there.
experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs
where
and
did I get
slay
that
her
from?
and leave her to languish alone.
Look at her face right there. Golly.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
what happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
I don't know. I didn't do it.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to be fixed. The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, something. I got a reward. Or achievement, I mean. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear a reply. She's gone. Replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Maybe that's why. Remember when I said all the choices were all together? It was all one big choice? It was because everything was already mixing together. That's crazy. What'd you say? Let's look at the mirror again.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do? He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Well, if I'm not scared, you can't be scared. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Despite everything? You are alone in a place that's empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
A gift. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So you want me to do more endings?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being somatic. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, made me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So, can I keep track of how many endings I have? This time, I'm gonna go straight there.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden
Sorry, that
table.
dagger's about to fall off the edge.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So, first of all, there's no hero voice. There's no on the contrary voice. The cabin's normal. There's no mirror. Dang, I made my character completely silent.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Man, she's still got... Her left hand is free, so that's concerning.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
That's what the narrator told me to do, but I'm actually here to discover all your different pieces, I guess. What? No way. Why would you ever think that? Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I haven't decided yet. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Oh wait, my mouse is different now. Now I have the blade. I mean, she got that hand for that free arm is scaring me. I feel like if I get close to her, she's gonna do some kind of martial arts move and like take it from me and get me right in the throat. Drop it really far away from her.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Ain't nobody trembling.
unceremonious clap.
Ain't nobody trembling. Don't describe it that way.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
I didn't tell you to get that close to her. I did not tell you to do that.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
I believe you, but
Just
like,
make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Damn, I could... Are you coming on to me? Are you flirting with me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
It's the truth.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, not really. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I was hoping you'd tell me. Yeah, tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reason for keeping that a secret. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Me neither.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah, it's just the voices in my head.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Is your name really Princess?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, it seems like she don't trust me either. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Were you flirting with me earlier?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How would I get you out of here, hypothetically speaking?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes.
I don't want to
settle
bring a
on the
knife
edge of the
anywhere
blade.
near you.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right, she is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we're done.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I want to go home.
You know why you're here.
Because why is your arm free? It's really bothering me. I guess I'll just keep her down here,
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
but I won't kill you.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Yeah, she's halfway there.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Is it getting darker in here, by the way? Or no?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Can I just leave her here?
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't.
I just don't want to deal with it,
No
you know?
one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Now I'm a guard?
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
I wouldn't do that, though. I walk backwards.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Yeah, chain. You only have one.
Slip these chains. She can't,
Which
right?
means you can't. It's already...
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, she's halfway free.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I don't want to deal with this. She can get on her own, you know, and destroy the world without
It'll
me
be
here.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Bye.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table
that's
that once
very-
held the blade.
That's the best barricade ever.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
No, I'm going home. I don't care if she gets out.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids
You will
heavy
fall
with
asleep.
fatigue.
Ain't no way.
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Why would you stay here? Hero! Hero. You're supposed to leave.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways.
That's what I'm saying. The
Probably
heck? What
a
is
good idea to
this?
Try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh no, she's getting stronger, if anything.
No, it doesn't.
Bro, if you don't run right now, go to sleep. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Go to sleep is crazy.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can.
Hero,
and
are
curl
you...
up against the wall.
Hero. Sleeping?
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has
Wait, the door opens...
and the door to the basement is ajar.
The door opens
Its
inward?
lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Bro, why would you go to sleep? That's crazy. Why would you not leave? Who put... Hero.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
The door opens inward? What was the point of the freaking table?
You try
Girl,
and
fix your
stumble to your
face.
feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
This is on you, for real. I don't feel bad for you at all, Hero.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Hey, is this what, what's it called? What's it called when you sleep paralysis?
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath,
Drawing in.
and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Valley.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You know what? I think... Golly. I'm gonna stop it right here. Why would you go to sleep? I can only laugh at the situation right there. Because that was so foolish. That was so foolish. That was so foolish. Why would you just... But this is fun. This is very fun. That first run, though, I think I don't know if that... I played around too much, I guess. I played around way too much in that first ending. It was real freaky. The second ending, though, was a lot more tame. The first ending, yeah, I don't know what I did there. But anyway, that was fun. That was fun. If you want to see me do more, let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. That was fun. That was cute. I like that. I like that. I wonder how it's gonna be different next time. Anyway, bye-bye.